when Willie was talking, well, Phil's back there has jotted down some scriptures about Jesus and baptism, and because the last time y'all met, you shared Jesus with him.
That's right.
So Phil, but I thought only Phil. I saw him talking to him, and so then as soon as it was over,
as
we
Willie
all
was
left,
talking, he was back there doing this.
Because when it was over, his mask out. I mean, he's every man for himself, getting out of there.
Yeah.
So then we called Phil as they left, and I was like, "What were you saying?" And he was like, "Oh, I picked up where I left off at the last Bible study." I was like, on stage behind Willie. He's like, "Yep."
It's an ongoing, because this is the third time.
I was giving spiritual advice to our president, who I respect and I honor because he's our president.
Right.
Well, right.
And somebody said, well, he was a sinful man. I said, so was I. And so are all of you. We're all sinful people. We are to honor the king.
You honor.
And look,
we brought this up last night. We were talking about this. You know, the Obamas invited Willie and Corey, into their office to meet them. It's like when the president, no matter whether you voted for him or whether you even support their policies, you support the president.
And by the way, they were very gracious to Willie and Corey.
Oh, yeah.
And told Willie and Corey that their daughters at that time, this is years ago, they were teenagers or younger, watched our show and liked it. He said they watched Duck Dynasty on Air Force
I think that's the difference, that you can't go too far with this. I mean, look, there's a lot of things. I'm for Trump basically because he's for more things that I'm for. Yeah, I mean, it represents. Look, do I like his style in every detail? No, it's basically, our country is divided, which it is, and he's like, pick a side. We're on the winning side. There's nothing wrong with that. But, I've always been the type of person, I like more, our leaders trying to bring people together and inspire. And I kind of like that angle a little better. But we have what we have. I view some of the stuff he says is just funny because it's like almost like an embellishment, or he's talking down to his opponents, I mean, I don't particularly like that style, but I just view it as humor. And I take it in that light, But what I was going to say is, what was amazing about that whole night together? The biggest applause is when he said, I heard y'all have a football game coming up with Alabama. That place went nuts. And everybody started, LSU, LSU, LSU. I mean,
so he had to pause for the LSU chat.
Well, I think he was looking around like, what's wrong with these people? I mentioned
he's going to the game.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
He said, y'all have a pretty good quarterback, and everybody, LSU, LSU. We could come up with nothing else. Every time he said something about the football game, LSU, LSU. Well, that was the most I got excited, because I'm like, oh, you've hit a nerve here because our tensions are raw.
Yeah.